Hello, I'm your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach and Mentor, Latricia Booker. And I'm popping in on you to tell you they are not like us. They are not like us. And so, Kingdom people, this message stems from, first of all, the song by Kendrick Lamar was kept singing in my spirit for like several days. This was last week. And Kendrick Lamar is a rap artist. And him and Drake, another rap artist, was in some kind of beef. These people, rappers, these artists be having beef. It's the craziest thing. But it's a worldly thing, a carnal thing. So, okay. So I became aware of this whole thing going on. Kind of was seeing what was happening. I always thought it was any of those beasts were crazy, but it is what it is. That's kind of what they do, unfortunately. And so the young man Kendrick made a song, "They Not Like Us." I happened to hear it, and it just kind of was sitting in my spirit, like I said, for a few days, but it revolved around God speaking to me. Talking to me about how they are not like us. He was showing me they not like us and y'all not like them. In other words, they not like kingdom people not like them. Who are they? They are all those ones who, are bothered by who you are, because that's ultimately what it is. And those ones who attempt to attack you, not attempt to, they attack you, just got issues with you. But we know that the truth is they have issues with themselves. And the thing is, kingdom people, you represent the issues that they have in themselves. They know that they not like us. They know that they're not like you, which is why they have an issue with you. You radiate certain qualities and characteristics, and I'm just even hearing your energy within yourself that they know that they lack. They know they not like us, which is why the drama begins and why the drama happens, why they want to have drama with you, why they want to have beef with you, why they sometimes do have beef with you, even though you're not in there beefing with them. And if you ever was, you learned to stop, because they just not like us. And you learn that. And that's not nothing to put anybody down. We're talking about the people in particular that have a problem with who God's people are. They are not like us. We don't have a problem with God's people. So they're not like us. And so, kingdom people, I often listen to different ministries or even videos, even on YouTube, and just different things where it's often pointed out, these very things where, how people be triggered by you and, have an issue with you, all this same stuff that we always talk about. And I find myself, for the most part, being like, oh boy, here we go. But sometimes being a little aggravated. And I was listening to it, because it's just so dumb to me, but I kind of get it too. And so I was listening to something earlier today where a young lady was saying how, because you're a mystery, that bothers people, because they can't figure you out, because they can't put their finger on it. And it's true. I'm very aware of this, but listening to her, I just kind of with myself was just like, as if it's for them to figure you out, as if it's for them to know everything there is to know about you. And my thinking was, why people can't just mind their own business and just leave people alone? People are who they are. Who are you to try to figure out who they are? And it's a thing of wanting to be in control, wanting to be in the know. But some things ain't for people to know, and some things ain't for people to be in control of. And that's pretty much their problem. They just do too much. It's just too much. And we know where this comes from. We already know a lot of people are unhealed. They're not doing the work. They're not walking with God. But God said something to me that really tripped me out today. He said, you know, these are ancient deities, spirits, entities operating in them. And so when he said ancient, now that was a different word he used on me. And so it just really, he went on to explain how these spirits, these deities, entities, ancient spirits, they've been around for a long time. They've been doing this for a long time. And some of these spirits have been in these people for a long time. And again, when people are not doing the work, but bigger than that, what God gave me, he said, because it was on my spirit earlier, know the truth and you will be free. And he went on to talk to me about how I was watching The Chosen over the weekend, and in the episode that I was watching, you know, he spoke about how Jesus spoke about how he was here for salvation. And God kind of gave me how, this was later after the fact, how, you know, when you receive, when you know the truth, because he was our salvation. And he said that, and people had a hard time, those who did, with that. As we know, they had a hard time with Jesus, accepting Jesus for who he was. And some still have a hard time accepting people for who he is. And in fact, the people that we're talking about, they not like us. They do. They do. And listen, I don't care if they go to church. If they having a hard time accepting you for who you are, they having a hard time accepting Jesus for who he is, which is why they are the way they are. Going back to what I was saying, know the truth and you will be free. God had to point out to me, when you know the truth, you already free. Let me say this. Maybe you have some kind of a situation that you need to deal with. Maybe God said, okay, you need to stop smoking. Put them cigarettes down. That's an addiction. And so when God point out to you, you have an addiction, and you really need to kind of, he's calling you, you know, he let you know to put the cigarettes down. God said, when you accept the fact that you have, that it's an addiction, and that you need to let it go, work on it, even if you have to. Let God help you through it, because he will. He wouldn't call you to it if he won't help you through it and help you do it. And so God said, when you accept it for what it is, you free. You know the truth. You know you have an addiction. You know that you need to work through this addiction. You free from addiction when you know. Of course, there's a work to be done, but the knowing makes you free. It's up to you to follow through on that freedom, being free and staying free. Now, I'm saying all of this to say that you and I, kingdom people, when God deals with us, we let him. When God convicts us of something, we allow him to. We allow ourselves to be corrected. They don't do that. They don't allow God to correct them. They ain't even thinking about God. Let me just tell you what it is. They not like us. Kingdom people. We thinking about God. See, there they go again. They ain't thinking about God. I don't care if they saying God, God. You will know them by their fruit. And again, if they are ones that you know were coming against you, know were on some backhanded, underhanded, side-handed, whatever, craziness with you, have these ancient deities, spirits, and entities operating through them. Kingdom people, clearly, I'm just saying, they not like us. That ain't even where I was initially going with that, but that's what I'm hearing. Because you allow God to do the work with you, in you, through you. Kingdom people, you for real. You believe in Jesus for real. You want to be free for real. These people playing. Matter of fact, God has reminded me today, they ain't trying to be free. They don't want to be free. They ain't even thinking about being free. They not want that. Do they want, some of them that want to, portray as if they're walking with God in that way? Yes, they want to present themselves as that because they know that that is a appealing characteristic to certain, communities and people. And so they, that's what they want to do. But here's the thing. They know you for real. They know you the real deal. So there again came the people. They not like us. You real with yours. You for real. You mean this. They playing. If they doing that. Those ones that ain't on that, they ain't thinking about God. They ain't even trying to play like it. Them ones that have an issue with you, of course we know they are of the world. But here's my point. When they be tripping on you and coming at you and have an issue with you, in whatever way that comes through, they do that because they know they not like us. Kingdom people, going back to The Chosen, I was watching The Chosen. I said, well, I didn't say, but Jesus said first. They were in the temple. He was reading from the scribe as they would do. And he sat down and he said something about, I forget exactly how it went, but he let it be known that he is the God. When he said he was here for salvation, and I forget the other rabbi name that was in the temple as well. He said that he wasn't one. He has to do things according to the law, the law of Moses, something like that. He said, and Jesus said, "I am the law of Moses being fulfilled." And so anyway, they lost it. So the ones that did, the ones who were with Christ, for real, they didn't lose it. But the ones, the other ones, particularly the Pharisees, because that's really what he was. The scribes and Pharisees. And so anyhow, they lost it. Okay, that was that. I asked God, I was about to say I asked Jesus. I asked God, I asked Jesus. What is the problem that people can't just accept people for who they are? What's all the... And God, he said to me right away, because their hearts are not pure. Their hearts are not pure. He went on to say how, listen, I'm going to say it like this. These spirits, let me say this part first. Jesus also was saying in that same episode how he was telling them that they are spiritually sick. And again, some of them like, especially ones, the Pharisees and the scribes that thought they was it. Because they had a thing where they knew they were up. They called themselves walking with God, doing God's will, being upright with God. But they were spiritually sick. And I'm hearing dead. But Jesus called it spiritually sick. And so, here's the thing. Let me say this first. It was the people who were spiritually sick. Well, it was all of them. He was saying they were spiritually sick. But he was saying that he was here for that. Now, the Pharisees and the scribes and the ones that was with them, they losing their minds. But the people, their hearts were pure. They were all for it. They had received Jesus. They knew he was who he was. They was here. They was there for it. Kingdom people, why was it that these Pharisees and scribes was tripping, but the people whose hearts were upright before God, before Jesus in this case, what was the issue? They not like us. They couldn't accept that they were spiritually sick, so they could be free. Know the truth and you would be free. They were scratching at that truth, fighting at that truth. They didn't want that truth. They don't want to be free. Going back to these ancient deities, spirits, and entities that are operating through these people. Not that they can't be free from it, but they don't want to be. And that's a difference between you and them. You want to be free. They don't. They just want to present like they are. They just want you to think they are. But you know, and you be knowing, you in the know. Because God is putting you in the know. You can see. And you can see more and more. And that's another thing, kingdom people. They can't see. They're blind. They not like us. Understand, kingdom people. They know they not like us. So, kingdom people. Lastly, I just want to say how, or should I say, the reason why you experience what you experience, yes, it is because of who you are. It's so funny to me. But the why you get the flack from, I know I'm repeating this, but I'm actually reinforcing this. The reason why you get the flack, the attacks, whatever that you do, is because from them, from the ones you get it from, it's because they not like you. Kingdom people, they not like us. And I'm reminded how Jesus say, when you suffer with me, you will reign with me. You gonna be persecuted for his sake. Listen, you like him. You getting persecuted for him. They attack you for his sake. They attack you because of him, because you like him. But they not like us. That's why they attack us. This morning, God gave me this scripture. When he gave me this message and told me to speak on it, right away he gave me 1 Peter 2:9. And it says, but you are not like that, for you are a chosen people. You are royal priests, a holy nation, God's very own possession. And as a result, you can show others the goodness of God. For he called you out of the darkness into his wonderful light. When I tell you, kingdom people, now many of us know this scripture, but when I tell you this is a mouthful, if I must say so myself, my God, he started off saying you are not like that. You are chosen people. They not like us. Again, no shade, but this is what God said to me. They playing for the other side. People who playing for the other side, they not like us. We playing for God's side. We are a chosen people, a royal priest, a holy nation, God's very own possession. See, when these people have these ancient deities, spirits, and entities operating in them, they're not God's very own possession. They not like us. If they ain't trying to get free from these ancient deities, spirits, and entities, they not like us. For he called you out of the darkness and into the wonderful light. They still in darkness. They ain't trying to get free, ain't thinking about being free, ain't thinking about trying. It ain't even on many of them minds. Especially, I ain't nothing else to say. If you ain't working to get free, work. Because see, here's the thing, kingdom people. We ain't about that life. We ain't with just being okay. Now that doesn't mean, now we ain't with, finish this sentence. We not with just being okay with, just being jacked up. And especially when we become aware of what's going on, we want to get free from that. We ask God to help us and work through it. At one point in time, maybe, like I said, you may have been where you were, but at some point, you like, And that's with anything, with you, with yourself, and whatever you got going on with you, even in relationships and dealing with certain people, which is part of why you move around and stop dealing with certain people, because you get to a point you're like, I got to get free from this. I got to get away from this. Because you're not okay with just going along just to get along, because you ain't like that. And they not like us. You are God's chosen people, a royal priest, a holy nation. You can't just be going along and doing anything. And at some point, you come to terms with that. Usually one thing at a time, or maybe 2 or 3 things at a time. Because God won't overwhelm you. As I always like to say, it's a process. But you come to these places and you have to get free of certain things and remove yourself from certain things. And it's because of kingdom people. You are God's chosen one. You are who you are. And they know that you are something different from who they are. They know that they are not like us. And they know you are not like them. And I just want to end this on with what kingdom people. The reason why it is like it is and it go like it go. I think I was trying to say this before, but I went on into something else. But nonetheless, it's because they not like us. And let me say this. I got to ask a little bit more. People who know you different, again, remember, they don't have pure hearts. Remember, they have these ancient deities, spirits, and entities operating through them. They ain't thinking about trying to get free. And when they can't figure you out, when they can't control you, when they feel a way about you being who you are, God's chosen, and they want to be on your bad side, be your enemy in whatever way they trying to do it. The reason why, kingdom people, is because they not like us. And that is all I have to say about that. So if you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then go ahead and click on that subscribe button to subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you. Then you could go ahead and ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell so that you can receive a notification every time I upload a new video. Kingdom people, I am still running a summer sale. So if you are interested in any of my life coaching services, you can find all that right down below in the description box along with other helpful resources. Kingdom people, thank you all so very much for being here. Thank you all for the likes, subscribe, shares, all your comments and feedback, all your financial contributions to my channel, for all the seeds you sow into me and my ministry, for all of your bookings, and for all of your purchases. Kingdom people, thank you. Now, kingdom people, I love you all so very much. I really don't want to leave you, but I do have to go right now. But I will be back to hold my kingdom people down. Now, kingdom people, above all else, let the Holy Spirit lead you in all things at all times. Kingdom people, we are untouchable, we are unmovable, we are unstoppable, and we are unbreakable. Kingdom people, go and be great. That is our time. This Jesus girl is out. Peace.